And it was an important game last night, by the way, Celtics Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards misses the three at the buzzer, rims out, which would have tied the game. And it's emblematic of that whole argument. Because we talked about it, Zach and I, we talked about it a lot in the offseason, actually, with that NBA thing on Netflix and such. Anthony Edwards, Jayson Tatum. That's become a hot button topic the last year or so, that Anthony Edwards is a better player than Jayson Tatum. And the reasoning seems to be because he talks more shit. And there's an entertainment value there, which I get. We get that. But when you look at the numbers and what their teams do, Jayson Tatum's a better player than Anthony Edwards. And it was emblematic last night. He doubled the point total of Ant in a game where Jaylen Brown was not playing and has not been right for a while here. Out of the game last night, Jayson Tatum puts up 30. Anthony Edwards puts up 15, but boy, did he bitch to the refs pretty well. I tell you, he did that, which Tatum is usually all NBA at that as well. But that just went to show, like, hey, here's your one-on-one matchup. You hyped it up so much last year. We saw it in that Netflix thing. It was like they made mini movies about it, about Anthony Edwards being the next guy and taking down Jayson Tatum. Well, he's having a solid year once again. 24, 6, and 4 on 44%. It's not bad. That'll get you in the conversation. Jayson Tatum, though, well, all he is 28.5 a game, 9.5 rebounds a game, 6 assists a game at 47%. So all the knock against Tatum was he wasn't an efficient scorer. He was more efficient than Anthony Edwards. Well, Anthony Edwards puts a team on his back. Jayson Tatum didn't have another All-NBA guy on his team last night and went for 30. And he's averaging more points, more rebounds, more assists, and he's shooting it better, more efficient than Anthony Edwards. So that argument for now is done. It was kind of a stretch to begin with, but that argument right now is done. And as I said last week, 2 weeks ago now, Jayson Tatum is quietly having an MVP season. Probably won't win it because there's a social media narrative around him, an ESPN narrative around him, and he's got better players on his team than some of the other guys have, and that'll be a knock against him. I don't think it should be, but it will be. Whatever. But he's having a better season than Anthony Edwards, and his team's better than Anthony Edwards. They're on a better trajectory than Anthony Edwards' team, which is barely in a playoff spot right now. And yet you'll hear more about Anthony Edwards because he talks more shit. That's it. Like, the only thing Anthony Edwards is better at than Jayson Tatum on a basketball court is having a mic on his uniform. That's it. That's the only thing Anthony Edwards is better at than Jayson Tatum, is getting sound bites. So you want to keep hyping up Ant-Man and saying it's Ants League. That's great. Have at it. Jayson Tatum's going to win championships and have better seasons, which he's done his whole career. He's gone to the finals twice. He's won a championship. He's made more All-NBA first teams, 3 in a row. And he puts up better numbers than Anthony Edwards. But you want to keep hyping him up because he's fun and he talks shit. Go right at it. Go right ahead. Jayson Tatum's just a better basketball player with better achievements than Anthony Edwards. But sure, yeah, Anthony Edwards had a better Netflix segment than Jayson Tatum. Congrats. But that argument is over. The Celtics have broken Jimmy Butler's heat and broken Jimmy Butler's career potentially. And the argument of Anthony Edwards being better than Jayson Tatum or wanting him on your team more than Jayson Tatum, which apparently is a different argument, they're both wrong. They're both done. It might not be Tatum's league, but it's certainly not Ants. Okay? It's not.
We are Rogue Media Sports.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter here for some more outrageous Boston sports takes coming to you every weekday at noon Eastern time. And then after that, wherever you get your podcasts.
We are Rogue Media Sports.